I be feeling trippy with me till I on my mind. Yeah,
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy J Money. This is Wait Forever Films. Today we have a special guest in the building.
Yeah, it's your boy Loco TV, and all that shit. What up, J Money? What's good?
Oh, love, man. I appreciate you for showing up, bro. Appreciate the love one more time, man.
Had to.
Before we start, though, I want you to tell us where you from and a little bit about your childhood also.
Absolutely. So I'm from that city where they say you know. That's Fall River, Massachusetts. And if you know, then you know. Fall River is very poor, broke city, probably the most poverty-stricken city in Massachusetts. And, why I say it's that city where we say you know is because if you make it out of that city, and not many have, then you know what you went through to do it. And so like that's where I grew up and raised. I've traveled. I've lived in other towns and cities, but mainly Fall River. And I come from Azorean immigrant parents. Learned English at a young age and was always an outsider growing up, because I was kind of like almost like an immigrant to them, in the schools and stuff. And but I made my way through the schools, through music and friends, through hip hop music, break dancing. I learned how to break dance. I was like 10 years old, and them guys that I hung out with, we did a lot of basketball. We used to call it blacktop. So we'd be at the projects playing basketball. So that was my young years, learning hip hop through friends, and unfortunately, the friends, I started following the wrong friends as I grew up, and I left my mother's crib. I think it was like 13, 14. She wanted to go live in a town that was like in the woods to me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I can't be here. I got to be in the city, I got to be with my friends. And she tried to keep me home, but I didn't listen. And, I went to go live with friends, 13, 14 years old. And I'm out there just learning life, raising myself. The streets was raising your boy Loco. And, I like money. I like shiny things. And out there when you're in the streets, and you're getting expelled from the schools, the street money is just ultimately it's right there, and without the guidance, that's where you end up. And I spent a lot of years, doing all the wrong shit, making that dirty money, fast money, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of years in and out the county and all of that, and it took me a long time, but I'm glad now that I'm here making music, and it's what I love. I've always been in love with hip hop since I started listening to hip hop. Always wrote music and rap to, I could rap to pots and pans or techno music or whatever kind of sound you give me. I can make something up to it. It'll sound good, and I'm just happy that I'm here rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? In Cambridge, shout out Cambridge. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here with y'all outside the bean, and now it's about the music. It's everything your boy Loco. So, long story short, we here.
Yes, sir.
Type shit.
Loco, man, now you mentioned hooping, man. I hoop too, bro. So growing up, man, the biggest, I know everyone talk about it. Who is your GOAT? To me, I got Kobe Bryant as my GOAT. Who is your GOAT? Because they always used to be LeBron or Kobe at some point. That was the discussion. So who do you take when you're going?
Yeah. So 2 things. Number 1, I was horrible at basketball. I'm a good passer and rebounds. That's about it. But Jordan. Jordan's a GOAT. Come on, man. Jordan's. I think I got, these are dunks. Let's say I got J's on my feet 24/7 almost. Jordan will always be the GOAT in my book. That's it. That's a no-brainer. And then I say Kobe. I'm not really big on LeBron, even though the numbers don't lie, but Jordan all day. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So with the jail, man, you say you've been in some counties too, man. So what lesson would you say that you learned while you were locked up too, man?
So I'll keep it a short answer. Don't go to jail, right? Obviously, don't commit crimes, but shit happens, you know. And I learned. It took me a long time to learn that part, right? And you know, I'm not a saint, and I could still end up there tomorrow if I do the wrong thing, you know. But what I did learn the last time I was there, I read this book. Some people that know me well are gonna laugh when I say it, but the book was How to Think Like a Monk. And I read this book. It was about a guy, he became a monk and he tried it for years or whatever, right? What I got out of the book is you cannot control how other people think. You can't control other people's actions. You can't control anything else. The only thing you can control is how you think. So if you outside and you know it's easy money there, you thinking about that money and you're gonna do those things. You controlling that. So you the one that's taking yourself down that road that end up in jail or dead or whatever. You know, and I learned I hadn't been locked up in quite a while, in a few years. And when I first got to doing this music shit in 2022, an artist, whatever you want to call him, I wouldn't even call him an artist, decided he was gonna have this thing against me because he saw me with Jadakiss and this, and he was like hating, whatever, right? Long story short, he decided to make a whole bunch of music about me and talk about my family and my kids. And the old me came back, the old street me, the old in the hood, in the project, on a block, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go do this, you know what I'm saying? So that came out because you're talking about my kids. And I went and, you know, did some stuff that ended up putting me back in jail because I did some stuff to this man. But ultimately, if I would have just been like, you know, that's him. Like, he want to be weird and do this and do that you can't control that. You know what I'm saying? You can only control yourself. And I wish that I didn't do what I did, but I did it and I learned. And to me, it's like God put that in my life to happen so I could learn that, you know, you cannot control what other people do or think. You can only control how you think. And, you know, that's what I live by now, you know, even like on a bad day or traffic, you know, you got these people cutting you off, or your girl, or whatever it is that's affecting you. You really can't control none of that. It's how you're going to react. It's how you think, how you're going to react to problems in your life, you know. So that's where I'm living now. So God willing, I don't have to go back to the county no more. The food's horrible.
What about like when you first started like listening to music? What artists would you say you kind of like started listening to, who pretty much inspired you to start making your own music?
I was really big Busta Rhymes. I really like Busta Rhymes. One of the first albums that I had, well, CDs I had, is a really funny story, and I always tell a story, and I don't care if people laugh, but Vanilla Ice was the first CD that I stole from my tia. She had a Vanilla Ice CD, and why I bring that up is that CD had a book in it with all his lyrics. And I remember taking a song he had and I reworded it. The song I never was on the radio, and it was called Rasta Man. And I changed it to Loco Man, and I made a song called Loco Man. And I'm in 7th grade, 6th grade, and I did a talent show in the class, and I'm like, Loco Man, you be jamming so smooth, and you rocking on the mic, and you only improve. I literally changed it. The only thing I changed was when he said Rasta was Loco, and like if he said Vanilla Ice or whatever, I said Loco. And everybody in the class, even the teacher, was like, oh, all excited. I guess I'm like, oh shit, like I'm good at this, you know. And I wasn't. I was just, you know, taking somebody else's lyrics. But the performing aspect of it was cool. But yeah, then I started finding like more like out the box artists like Busta. I liked Bone Thugs because they was different. And then you had artists that came around a little later like Missy Elliott and Ludacris. All these artists that are very creative. Like I like to create. Like everything in my life, I'm always making something new, or I'm always trying to improve. Like, oh, you do that? That's cool. I can do that, but I can twist it and do this a little something different. You know what I'm saying? So that's really like any of those artists like that. Even like Lil Wayne was very different the way he did stuff. Nowadays you have the Baby, where his flow is it hits. But if you watch his videos, man is so creative. Like he's not just rapping at the basketball court or the project with the cars. He's really entertaining you. So when it comes to music, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm just trying to entertain and be unique and creative. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, bro. So speaking of, you know, how you compared Little Baby with the old school guys.
Yeah, the baby, yeah.
Oh, the baby. Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
baby, the baby.
yeah.
So what's your like take on like the new school versus the old school, by the way?
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really listen to the old school music. Even like the artists, like I say, Busta, or even I like old Snoop. I don't listen. I'm not gonna put that on right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might call me an old head or whatever they want to call me, right? But I don't be listening. I'm listening to the same shit all these kids are listening to. You know what I'm saying? I got kids that are teenagers, so that we listen to the same music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really with it. Hip hop to me is an evolutionary music. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to evolve. It always has been. It's been like that since it came out. You know what I'm saying? You look at other genres and they just die out. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, whether it's in sports or it's in movies or whatever, it's always going to continue to evolve. So I'm really with it. Like the only thing I will say, if you want me to give me like a little negative take on the music, is the auto-tune part. I like it, but yeah, I find it really difficult for like local artists who want to perform auto-tune, and you don't got an auto-tune mic. So now you sitting there lip singing at the local bar club, and to me that looks silly. You know what I mean? Your song's fire, but like you sitting there lip singing, like. So I just would say like for local acts, like invest in them auto-tune mics, or you know, do whatever you got to do to make that shit look valid. But other than that, man, I'm with it. I rock with all the new shit. 100%.
Speaking of the auto-tune, like another two, I know a lot of guys nowadays, they have the ghostwriters. So
Yeah.
how do you feel about ghostwriters and things like that too?
You know, I come from an era where you gotta keep shit real, right? And I've never had anybody write anything for me, so I can't say that. You know, I can't really speak on it as a positive, because I don't know. It has never helped me in any way. But you have what you call industry plants, right? And you have a lot of these artists that they're planted there for money, and you know, and nowadays a lot of it is females. Like these artists, they don't make music, and somebody else is writing it from it because she look good and on the camera. We're gonna write all her shit and have her talk raunchy and sell sex to these, you know, young females, and that part I don't really like. So I mean, if you being real and you writing some real shit, and it's not no like ulterior motives, like you just trying to do it for the money, or trying to change a generation, or trying to bring a generation down. Like I feel like some of these big, I don't want to like stereotype, but like people that run these music industries, they be purposely planting stuff in our culture to bring us down. And I know that it's happening. They're like, you know, oh, we want this to stay negative. We want them beefing. We want the girls to be doing this and that. That part I don't mess with, and I know that it comes with ghostwriting. So that part I really can't get behind. But you know, money runs the world, so there's really ain't much you can do with it except follow suit and get your own type shit.
Yeah, in terms of your music though, like what's your process when you're creating your music though?
So there's no so I'm a sound person. So if you listen to any of my music, it's I can write bars. If I write bars or whatever, there's no beat on. I'm just sitting there trying to come up with witty shit. But I'm more of like I can hit a beat. Like I said, I can make a flow to anything. So sometimes the beat will be on, and I'll just be like, I'll be running and I'm gunning and something or what, and I keep adding words as I go. So like everything with me is be like a flow, and then I go back and I'm like, okay, that's the flow. And I'll put the words in. You know what I'm saying? So I do write, but you know, I when I record, I punch in, just to give it that smoother, up to date, you know, sound, and I don't sound out of breath and all of that. You know what I mean? But it's really about flow with me. I just try to find the flow that I want for the beat, and then I write stuff to that flow.
Yeah. Your city right now, man, or to any artist in your city you actually like rock with?
You know, there are people out there that I rock with, and they don't really they don't get too much respect. There's a couple of guys. Right now, there's an artist called Bryce Berry, that's out there doing his thing. And then there's an artist that was doing this thing called Da Vinci. They're friends. They're in the same crew, or you know, associates. But really, not too much. You know, there's a guy, Life Crisis, and his boy. Yeah, they got signed to like a Wu-Tang label. But you know, I ain't gonna lie. Like Fall River, I'm Fall River. That's it. I'm like the mayor. I say I'm not the mayor of bums, but I'm the mayor. Cause my city got a lot of bum ass. You know what? But I am not the mayor of bums.
As of right now, what do you have out right now? Any latest drops?
Yeah, so I just dropped the Loco Mania album. So the album is 21 tracks. I performed one of them here with you today. I did like 4 different genres. I wanted to cater to like the different audience that I see on my Instagram and my YouTube, my TikTok, the different people that are rocking with me, and they like the loco stuff. And then I seen that I have like a more alternative hip hop following. And then I know I have like the smoother female following. I did a song called Mami No Mas. Gorilla Zoe jumped and did a remix on it. He's on that song. So I know I have these different audiences. So the album is to cater to all the audiences, like 3 or 4 songs of each genre. And that's out right now. It's called Loco Mania. And one of the top 3 songs, the one I did with you guys today is Do You See Me? Your boy Loco, Do You See Me? That's like the top, that's like number 3 streaming from the album. So I was like, we gotta come in here and get the visuals for that, you know?
So for all those songs, like if anyone wanted to really listen to them, what platforms you have them to? I know some of them on YouTube, but you have other like platforms.
Yeah, no, I'm on all platforms. You go anything, your boy Loco. I don't care if you Spotify, Apple, all of that. If you just got Pandora, you could type in your boy Loco, and you could Google your boy Loco. There is no other YaBoi LOCO. There's no other. There might be this, that. Your boy Loco, I'm the only one. Yourboyloco.com. That is my site. You know what I'm saying? You go there, get the merch and all of that. So yeah.
What about producers, man? Any producers that you salute to, like you currently working with that, well, you want to let us know?
So honestly, right now, I just get all my beats on BeatStars. You know, I go on BeatStars and I type in, if you know, I type in a certain mood that I'm looking for, and then all the beats come up and I listen. So there's really just so many different beat makers. The studios that I've been working at, there's a spot in New Bedford, CTNT, and then in Fall River, Aviator. Really, those 2 spots, and then there's these guys from, what are they, Orlando, Florida, Audio Astronauts. I purchased one of their beats, and they're like, hey, let's mix it for you, you know what I'm saying? So I sent it down there, and they sent it back. This shit came on fire, bro. So that's like a studio that I definitely, next time I'm in Florida, I'm going to try and tap in with them and at least do like a 3-song project or something. But right now, yeah, I go on BeatStars, I type in what I'm looking for, the mood, and then I listen to it, and I find the flow, and that's it, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it.
Like when you speak of moods, like when you selecting your when you are selecting your beats,
Yep.
What's like the first thing you look for?
So I don't know. That's always the tricky question with me, right? So I found, like, I'm doing this next tape. I'm doing a tape with an artist that I met from the Providence area. I think he is from Providence. He is very energetic when he performs. His music is very hypey, and people always like, man, you guys do something together. You should collab. So we were like, yeah, we gotta do it. So we're gonna do a 6-track energy. It's Energy Unmatched is what it's gonna be called. Energy based. So the songs on there are very like hypey, and I also wanted to add in more like dance type music. So I want to make music that is not just for the hood, not just for the youth, you know, not just for the old heads. I want to make international music. You look at like groups like Black Eyed Peas or LMFAO, right? These are songs that kids, old heads, whatever, everybody knows the songs. You know what I'm saying? And I want that money from Germany. I want that money from Nigeria. I want the Australian money. I want Brazil. I want all the money from everywhere. I don't want just New England money, United States money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying now to my next stuff that I'm going to try to branch off to is more like a dance music, but you still have that traditional like hip hop flow in there. You know what I'm saying? And you still got that local shit in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to go to, the party / dance type of mood.
Local. I know like back then a lot of artists, well, albums was a big thing back then. Nowadays I feel like more artists, they're promoting the mixtapes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like, what do you feel like people not putting a lot of albums out there and putting more mixtapes out?
Yeah, it's the attention span. It's the TikTok, it's the YouTube shorts, it's all of that. It's killed it. You know what I'm saying? You can get music for free nowadays, so the artists don't make money on the music, number one. People say, well, man, you drop a 21 song album? I said, nobody gonna listen to that. I said, I know nobody's gonna listen to it, but now it's all out there, and now I can promote each one. You know what I'm saying? So when my first 2 years that I started making music, it was just I would record a bunch of songs. I'm like, all right, I know I could promote this one, right? How I could promote this one, like the song "Mami No Mas." I know I could promote it if I do a open verse challenge. You know what I'm saying? And the record was already good. That's really what it is you got to have that one song and then have a plan behind it, because you got to have like 10 pieces of content, different pieces of content. You know what I'm saying? And it's all got to be for the social media, the 34-second drops. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, you could do the full length. People that rock with you, now they're going to go to your YouTube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go to Red Coral, get the Red Coral app. Your boy Loco signed to Red Coral. You can watch all my music videos on Red Coral. You can also watch movies and TV shows and podcasts for free. Get Red Coral, it's free. You just got to create an account.
Out of all your projects, do you have like either like a mixtape or a song that you would say that you are most proud of?
I don't want to say a perfectionist because I'm not perfect, but I'm someone who always has to fix things, right? So I even like as a kid, I went into Panera Bread. I worked there for a little bit and became the manager. You know what I mean? Like I can't just be told what to do. I have to like find out why you're telling me this, and then I want to tell other people why they got to do it, type shit. So I wouldn't say proud, but I would say I have a song that's called "Are You Ready? Let's Go." And then the crowd says, I'm already on go. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm already on go. So that song, like I performed that song and having all the kids, all the people in the crowd singing back with me, like going back and forth. I would say that's the one I guess I am the most proud of it. Because I did a festival. We had like 400 people in the audience that were there. I know they was there to see me because as soon as I got off the stage, they came take pictures, and then the whole park was empty. So I was like, damn, all the motherfuckers came to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, damn, bro. So yeah, are you ready? Let's go. I'm already on go. Long answer, short answer.
Speaking of that, how do you feel about the love and support you're getting from the fans?
It's key, man. It's key, man. Like, especially young people. I don't know, I probably told you off camera maybe, but like I have parents that they hit me up and they say they're showing me videos of their kid dancing on the TV, and it's my music, and they're pretending they're rapping or acting like me, and it's like, man, I don't know. Like I started this new thing. I go on TikTok and I'll look at my songs, and I'll see who's making TikToks of my songs, and I just like the other day, I see some little kid. He had a fake grill on. I don't wear a grill, I don't know why, but he got a fake grill on, and he's like lit. You was pointing at me, I was pointing at you. I was lit. I'm like, yo, this little guy, he's lit as hell. He's to my music, And I was like showing my girl. I'm like, you see this little kid, man? That's everything. Like, people my age or a little younger, older, that's cool. But when you have like 10 or younger or 15 kids rocking out to your music, man, it's so special, man. There's no feeling like it.
Speak of those kids too nowadays. Those kids are pretty talented too, man. Any younger artists like super young that you would actually drop a song with too, man.
Locally?
Yeah, or even global too. I don't know any younger guys you would want to drop a song too with too, man.
Man, I can't say one off the top of my head. You know, there is a few artists that I do listen to occasionally. Damn, what's this kid's name? It's not gonna come to me right now. And that young kid with the glasses there, he just dropped an album. He be singing and shit though. Damn, I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, I mean, if I like it, if it's a vibe like this, I'm really down to work with anything. It's if a young person comes to me with a track and an idea, I'm ready to work. I know there's a young girl in Providence called A to G, and I think she's like 16, 17, and she's been doing stuff with opening for Chef G, and her dad's her manager and helping her, So I see you, A to G. I see you out there. This funny thing is, like I said, I check my TikToks and I did a song called Crisscross Jump, right? And it was like a hypey song. And she sent me, she did a TikTok and she had the clothes on backwards like Crisscross used to do. And she was doing a TikTok to my song. So I remember you did that. But yeah, she's out there in Providence doing her thing.
What's your take about the music industry right now, man? I know, like recently, like with there was a lot going on with P Diddy and all that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the music industry, bro?
Yeah, again, it goes back to how you think is what matters, right? So I'm out here doing positive. I'm trying to create positive. I turn on my phone. If it's something toxic, I just swipe up or swipe left. I know what I'm doing. So if somebody, he say, she say, he did this, did that, they didn't do it to me. I don't know anything about it, and that's none of me. Unless you in my immediate circle and you my diehard family, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody in that circle says, "Yo, this person did this to me," now I'm riding with you. So now that person's X'd out. But as far as like culture, like we gonna say this about Diddy or R. Kelly's or whoever or Kanye's. That shit does not affect me in no way, and I'm not trying to have no toxicity in my life, and I'm trying to keep my mind clean as you know what. So that's how I feel about that.
If anything you could change about the industry, though, what would you change?
Money, money. If artists could get paid, if we all one day said we ain't releasing our music on all platforms unless you pay us, X. That would be cool. I will say this. I got to try and get to a level which I'm not there yet. Maybe not even halfway. Get to a level where I don't have to rely on the Spotify's and this and all of that. Where all my music is on YaBoiLoco.com. You want to buy it, it's right there. You want to stream it, it's right there. Once we can cut out that middleman, that'll be good for artists. Because other than that, it's really who they want. When they say, okay, you're marketable, we can make millions off of you. Here we can make billions off you. Here's a cool $5 million. Go make a couple of albums. Once they say that, then you're good. So it's up to them. It's really, other than that, you gotta have some kind of gimmick on social media and make some little monies. You know what I'm saying, off of the social medias. So if we could change the money situation, I think we all be better off, but I don't see that happening no time soon.
What do you feel like New England, when people speak of music, it's like they don't want to put respect on New England, man? Why do you feel like it's like that down here, man?
Well, I would say this. Boston, Providence, Hartford, places I went, there's a lot of what I would call, it might be a negative thing, but I would call a watered down version of New York. Right, so New York had this sound, like an old sound, right, original sound, and New England still want to sound like that, like, or then they're copying the drill shit from Jersey or whatever, and they want to do it here in New England, and it's just not the same. It's like a watered down version. that's why I feel like it's holding the area back. But then you have artists like myself. There's a female named Key. She's somewhere up here in Boston, and she's very different, out the box. You have artists that are trying to be different. You don't have to sound like Atlanta or LA or whatever. You just have to make good music and be original. So if New England had more people like that trying to be themselves, like if you wake up every day and you know, you're having a tea and you're reading books and you're into animals and birds or whatever, like when you make music, you don't gotta be talking about no gangster shit. Like just be what you are in real life and find a way to be creative with it. You know what I'm saying? So like me, I've been local. I was talking to you and somebody was texting me. I remember when we was 10 years old, we played football together. I knew you was Loco. Your boy Loco now. I'm like, I've been local my whole life. I've always been the very wild and outlandish and not crazy, but a little bit, but out the box crazy person. And so I bring it into my music because that's who I am in real life. So you know, hey, if you wake up every day and you outside and you carrying shit and you got the pack on you and that's the type of music, the type of life you live, then okay, I get it, make that music. But if you don't live that life, why are you making that music? You know what I'm saying? And that goes not just New England, that's everywhere. Like, be true to yourself. All the old heads, not the old heads, but the legends I spoke to, you know what I'm saying? 3-6 Mafia, Jada, literally, I Bun B, I asked them everything. They always say, how do you make it? They always say the same thing, be yourself. And that's what takes you. So New England, be yourself.
What's the biggest challenge you faced so far doing this music?
Biggest challenge? It's just really finding my lane, I guess, because you know, you want to be accepted by all crowds. You know, I listen to certain kind of music and I make a certain kind of music, and I'm trying to like combine those, right, and be accepted at the same time. So it's like being original, like we were just talking about, is the hard thing because, you know, people are like, man, I never heard nothing like that before. Will they keep listening though? So that's the difficult thing in the industry is being original. You're not gonna get everybody like, oh, yo, that's just fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna get that off rip. You gotta earn the respect. So you gotta keep being consistent with your originality and be consistent. And then people gonna say, yeah, that's him. That's his lane. Oh, that's that local shit. Or, you know, that's the whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difficult thing is being original and getting everybody to understand you. You know what I'm saying? But we working on it.
As of right now, are you independent or are you signed to any labels?
Musically, I'm independent. I am signed. I have my music videos on a streaming app called Red Coral. So they cut me a much better check than YouTube does. So I stopped taking music videos off of YouTube. Well, not off, but I haven't been putting new ones on YouTube, and now they're all going on this app. These guys are the guys that they made what's that movie? Belly. DMX was in, and they did some other movies too, Sling Blade. So they're guys in the movie industry, and they have this app where they put movies. It's like a Netflix. You got movies on there, podcasts on there. So I'm signed to that for the video portion, but musically, man, I ain't signing to nobody unless I can read that contract and you got something good on that contract. But nah, independent.
Any like artists or platforms that record labels that you would actually sign with for the music if it was the opportunity was there?
You know, I see because my stuff is out the box and original. You have artists like Tech Nine. I think what they call Strange Music. All of their artists are very unique, you know. So I've never actually pursued him or tried to open up for him or anything, but I know that record company has a lot of unique artists on it. So I think that like that would be a good fit for me. They'd understand my creative process better than some of these other ones that are just, you know, what's the next thing that we're gonna have 18-year-olds TikToking to, you know. Companies like that are looking for the more creative aspect of music.
Short-term and long-term goals, man. What are your goals for the year, even a couple years from now, too, man? How far do you want to take with the music, man?
Yeah, I wasted a lot of years in the street, and unfortunately, I'm a little older to be doing music, but I'm still in it. And I just started 2022, so sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't know how much longer I want to do this. But then I see people listening to my music, and the kids listening to music, and I know they're young, and they're just gonna grow up, keep listening to me. So it's like, I'm really just gonna keep doing it until, I can't, I guess. But the short term goal is really just bringing more awareness to myself. I do have a production studio in Fall River called YaBoi Loco TV, so I'm gonna be helping artists and brands there with content and social media presence. So that's the short-term goal. The long-term goal, obviously, when you're doing this music, it could be one or two things. I just make music for myself, or I just make music for the masses. So the long-term goal is to make music for the masses, to get that income, right? And I'm not the type that's just like, let me buy the Maybach and the Lambo. Like, I might buy one nice car. I ain't gonna lie. I probably got one expensive joint, but honestly, I'm the type, you give me the money. Again, I'm a fixer. I like to fix things. If you give me the money, I'm gonna do something for the kids. Like, I'm gonna at risk, especially like males. Like, again, I was on the streets 13 years old by my own choice, and then I didn't have that guidance. But there are kids out there, again, not by their own choice, whether the father's not in the home, whether they're in the orphanage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then as soon as they hit the street, they're doing all the wrong shit. So I would like to be able to have my own facility locally and then maybe nationally, you know what I'm saying? But where I could bring these people in, and not just a boys club where you drop them off like a daycare. I want to actually have like the big brother type of situation where they can come in, hey, let's make the music. Hey, let's make the music videos. Oh, you just like to be on TikTok, you like to do podcasts, whatever you want to do. Sports, you like sports, let's get you in this league, let's get you in this league. So I want to, the long term is to be able to have a facility like that I could provide to young males, so we can have more of these these kids who don't have the father figure feel like they got something in this program that guides them to making better decisions in life, you know what I'm saying? And to bring better men into the world, type shit.
I agree, man. Your support system, by the way, man. What's your support system looking like? Would you say your family members, friends supporting your music too?
Yeah. Right now, we got this thing with local thing going on. We call it Us Never Them. That's I don't know if Mulan and them guys started that, but we all started saying it, and it's like we got a group chat, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of artists, and we always rock out for each other at shows. We try to pull up like if so and so is performing and I'm free, I'm gonna go to that show, or vice versa. So we'll go to each other's shows, or we'll book the same shows together. We traveled to Atlanta this time last year, like 14 heads deep. Mass, Rhode Island. We was all down in Atlanta in the Airbnb, like chilling. You know what I'm saying? And we actually just did. I booked something in Brooklyn, in Bed-Stuy, and we had more than 14 artists pull up from Providence, Worcester. But that's the culture we have right now, is the Us Never Them shit. And then my family, my immediate family, my kids and my girl, that's really what helps me stay doing this, because my girl holds it down at home. You know what I'm saying? While I'm out here doing this, I'm out here with you. I'm in Atlanta, Jersey, wherever I'm at, she's holding it down with the kids. So shouts out to her. And then my kids, they like my music, especially my daughter's 4 years old, and she knows my songs, and she'll be singing, and her favorite song is Going Dumb. I got a song called Going Dumb, and she feels like she's saying bad words when she says she's going dumb, and she's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so my family and my guys in them, Us Never Them.
In what ways do you want your supporters to support you more?
How can they support me more? Shit, man, just pull up to the events really, because I feed off of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my songs, it's really about that crowd interaction. You know what I'm saying? You singing it back with me. So really, just pull up to the shows if I'm in your area. You know what I'm saying? If you see your boy Loco is posted something on the IG and I'm gonna be here or there, just pull up to that. Meet me in your real life because, like I'm meeting you in real life. You know what I'm saying? I seen you on the social media, but that looks cool. That looks cool. But in real life, you get to meet the person. It's genuine. You know what I'm saying? When I travel, wherever I go, let's say, for example, Fayetteville, Arkansas, I was performing at this thing called Fayetteville, I think it was Summer Jam, whatever it was called, and it had its own Instagram. I went on Instagram, it had 300 followers. I messaged 300 and something followers, and I said, hey, I'm coming to Fayetteville, just want to introduce myself, blah-de-blah-de. And yo, you know how many followers and friends in real life I made off of that? I went down there, they got me the hotel for free, I got free dinner, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even ask for that. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. It's like, pull up to the show. If I'm coming to your town, pull up and meet me in real life. Let's dap it up. You know what I'm saying? Follow each other and talk to me in the chats, and because I'm gonna talk to you in the Instagram. I might spam you a lot with my new videos and this and that. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you see it. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm be working against me sometimes, but yeah, that in real IRL, that IRL shit. That's all we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing that IRL shit, and we'll be good.
Your boy Loco, man, for your haters, man, because earlier you mentioned the haters, man. Before this
I don't know them.
Before this interview ends, man, what do you want to say to those haters?
I don't know.
Man?
I don't know none of them. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know you. I don't know your name. I won't say your name. Your name will never come out of my mouth. You will never get no honorable mentions from me. All the ops and haters and whatever you want to say, I don't know none of y'all motherfuckers.
Any message you guys to put out there? Messages?
Nah, yeah, just fuck with me. It's your boy Loco. Everything. Again, I'm the only your boy Loco out there, and yeah, just keep rocking with me, and I'm gonna keep being myself, and I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Loco TV, and all that shit.
Your boy Loco, where can we find your stuff, man? Before the interview end, any shout outs you want to throw out there too, man?
Yeah, nah, just open your phone, type YaBoiLoco right now, and you will see everything. You'll see me on IG tearing it up. You'll see me on YouTube. You'll see me on Red Coral, TikTok. Just go out there and, just make it real or a TikTok with your boy Loco song, because I'm going to share it. If you make a song or a TikTok with my music on it, I'm going to share it, and now we connected for life. It's on the internet. It's there for life. We connected for life.
Loco, man, it was a pleasure to have you,
Absolutely.
man. Appreciate your time, man. Appreciate you sharing your journey with us, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to do whatever it is to support you in my own ways too, man. So keep rising, man.
I appreciate you. It's your boy Loco TV.